if you are thinking about moving, fucking do it. You know of an area that maybe I'll do a video and y'all trying to move here and it's an apartment complex, you want me to go tour for you, I don't mind doing that either. Anyways, my experience living here has been...
Choose your fighter. Fight. Knockout. You win.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney, but I go by Young and Kiki here on YouTube. And if you are new here, welcome to the family. Oops, I'm lifting my wig up. If you are not new here, welcome back. How was you doing? I done missed you. I hope you are all still staying safe during this whole time that we're in. Just take care of yourself and make sure that you're good, okay? You can tell by the title of today's video, this is gonna be my most asked question. Like when I say y'all, I get this question all the time. I get this question all the time. People always ask me, why did you go to Atlanta? How do you like it there? Like, do you have any tips? How can I find a place? So I'm going to answer all of those questions right now, okay? So I have my little book here and I'm just gonna be referencing it so it'll be in my lap. Oh, and before we get started, I do wanna go ahead and shout out my company, My Pretty Girl. If you did not know, I do have my own beauty brand. It is called My Pretty Girl, and we sell cosmetic accessories. We sell beauty products and accessories. Like my hair came from my company. This is our 613 Body Wave. It was dyed Cajun Spice and I straightened it out. It's kind of starting to wave back up, but because I haven't flat ironed it, and I flat ironed it New Year's Eve, I think. Like I haven't really touched it since then, and like it's still doing pretty well. I don't know how long this is. I think it might be like 18 inches. I'm not sure. I bought this hair a minute ago, but so my hair is definitely from my company. My lashes are also from my company. This is a Style Conceited. And what else from my company? Oh, my lip, baby. Let me get close. So this is this is Chestnut by MAC, the lip liner that I'm using. And then I just this is our Cheer Wine. I put this on top of it. So go cop, get your lips popping, okay? Get your lashes popping, get your hair popping, okay? We got it all. And the good thing is we do have a coupon code and you can get 15% off plus free shipping. I know motherfuckers don't like paying for shipping. I don't like paying for shipping either. You can get 15% off plus free shipping on your first order. So go ahead, and link will always be down in the description box below. If you ever see me wearing any hair, any lashes, I don't have my nails on, I just took them off, but I'll insert a picture of them here. Let me just say, them motherfuckers was hard as a bitch to get off. And I know people like press-ons, they just fall off. I couldn't get mine off. I had them on from before Christmas up until like last week sometime when I plucked them. Like I had to, they're good, okay? Okay, so before I get started, I do also want to mention that I do have my own blog. It is called youngandkinkyhair.com. The link is always down in the description box below. I actually just published a blog article this week, and it was 5 things to consider before you move to Atlanta in 2021. So I do go over a few different things in that blog article, or my blog post that I posted, than in this video. So I definitely think you should go check that out, and go ahead and subscribe while you're there, because I'm also going to be doing more articles on, getting into the nitty-gritty, like the specifics of, finding an apartment, finding a job, where to live, the best places to look, like, how to budget to come down to Atlanta, like plenty of different blog articles. And if you have any specific questions that I don't answer in this video, please leave it down in the comment box below. And I definitely will get to it. I might even make a whole blog post about it if I get enough of the question. So yeah, I'm here for y'all. Like, I'm a resource for y'all. Like, anything you want to know, please ask me. I'm not no gatekeeper of information. Like, I want to see everybody win. It's enough room for everybody at the table, okay? So please, I don't care how small or stupid you think it is, ask me. I don't care if it's about the traffic, if it's about the nightlife, if it's about the club, ask me, okay? Ask away. youngandkinkyhair.com, link down in the description for that article. Okay, so we're going to start off with where I am originally from. So I am from Norfolk, Virginia, baby. Hey, stand up, 757. I am from a place called Norfolk, Virginia. It's like 8.5, 9 hours away from here. It's about 300 miles away from here. I was born and raised there. I'm 26 years old, Capricorn gang, so I have been there all of my life. And when I was in college, my senior year of college, I decided that I wanted to move away. Now, keep in mind that when I was 18, I did, oh y'all, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I do have timestamps, so if you're looking for something specific, just scrub the video or go to the description box below and click on that timestamp and it'll take you to where you want to go. You definitely don't have to sit through all this information if you don't want to. I would appreciate it if you did though. 18, I did move to Cleveland, Ohio. I went there to go to a school up there, but mind you, I was 18. Like I was a kid. But that moving up there gave me the knowledge that I need to move anywhere else, especially being older and more mature, making more money and stuff like that. So when I decided to move to Atlanta, I knew that I wouldn't fail. Like I couldn't possibly fail, or nothing could possibly go too wrong as long as I had a plan in place, because I know from experience what it's like to move hundreds of miles away from your home to a place you don't know at 18. So now at 25, I felt more than ready to do it. It has come to my attention that a lot of people don't know what Norfolk, Virginia is or what Virginia is. So let me explain it really quick. Virginia can be split into two different sections. We have what's called Northern Virginia, and then we just got the rest of Virginia. So the north part of Virginia, you can't consider like, you know, Maryland, DC area. Like that's like the DMV up there. Where I'm from the southeastern part. You can call it Hampton Roads, or some people call it Tidewater. Most people call it the 757 because the 7 cities that make up Hampton Roads. And we're right on the water, so we're right near, we're actually below sea level. So a lot of beaches, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, good weather and stuff like that. A lot of things to do where I'm from, but I just genuinely got tired of it. And like I said, I'm from the southeastern part, like literally like the southeastern part. Like I'm right on the coast where I'm from. So I'm not from this small hick ass town, or I'm not from like up north where it's like super busy and fast paced. Like I think that I consider where I'm from part of the South. I think it's the very beginning of where the South is. I'm like, I can get to North Carolina in 20 minutes from where I was staying at, but it's not like no small ass, like when I moved to Cleveland, everybody thought that I was like country as hell. Like they literally asked me, y'all, it was like, so how, first off, people would stare at me because I didn't know I had an accent, because I had never left the state of Virginia ever in my life. Like I was born and raised there. My parents had no reason to travel anywhere else. I had never been outside of Virginia before I moved to Cleveland. And when I did move to Cleveland, everybody would just stare at me. Oh my God, I love your accent. Oh my God, where you from? Where you from? Oh my God, your accent. I was like, what accent are they talking about? I moved up there, people thought I was from like this hick ass, you know what I'm saying, country town. And when I came to Georgia, everybody thought, oh, you from up north, Virginia's the north, that's not the south, da da da. So I don't know why everybody has this like conflicting view of like what Virginia is, but I'm here to tell you, the top half, it is Northern Virginia. That is the north, but the bottom half where I'm from, that is the South to me, but it's not the country. It's a difference between being in the South and being in the country. I'm not from the country. I live in the city. My population in my town, because I'm weird and I just know this, it is about 244,000 people. It's about half black. Down here in Atlanta, the population is like 488,000, and it's like 30% black or something, 30-40% black or something like that. So I knew that it wasn't gonna be a big culture shock, like going from one place to another, because I'm like, the population isn't that different. Like it's the same. Like it's not this big, like it'll be a difference. I moved from like here to LA and they got like 3 million people in their city versus where I'm from. It's still a good amount of people. It's not too fast paced, but it's not like stupid slow. So why did I choose to come to Atlanta? I chose Atlanta because when I was a senior in college, I did want to move to California. I was all prepared to go. I was gonna actually go get my master's degree out there. There was a school I wanted to go to, but the cost of living was just too much. Like when I say it was too much, I mean like it was too, I ain't got my mic on. I just realized I ain't got my mic on. Okay, y'all, so I definitely forgot my mic, so I just put my mic on, so I know I might sound a little bit different. And also the sun is playing motherfucking hide and go seek today, so sorry if it gets light and then dark. I apologize in advance. Back to where we were. So I was like, okay, so where else can I move on the East Coast? Because all of my family is born and raised in Norfolk, Virginia. Like everybody still stays in that area. So I was like, I want to be close to my family in case, God forbid, anything happens and I have to come home really quick, or if it's an emergency or just whatever the case may be. So I wanted to be close enough to home to where I could get there in an instant if I needed to. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to New York. I'm not going no further north than DC. It was either DC or Atlanta. To me, it's no other popping place on the East Coast. Like, I feel like where I live is a pretty good place to live, especially if you're like up and coming in the world. But I knew, as a black woman, as a business owner, I wanted to go where there was people like me who had the same interests as me, who, had that same hustle as me. So that's the main reason why I chose Atlanta, because I know that this is the #1 city in the country for, black entrepreneurs. Like, this is where the black wealth is, y'all, period. Like, this is the black Mecca. This is where the black wealth is, the black education is, the culture, the film, the music, like the everything. That's why I wanted to move down here. I just really felt like when I think of Atlanta, I think of like a city of hustlers, like people who own their shit down here, like where you can see black people really thrive. So that's why I chose Atlanta. And so then moving on to my experience living here, I love it here. Like, I love it. The only thing that's happened to me since I've been here, somebody fucking skimped my credit card, and so I had to get a new card. They tried to I don't know what the fuck they did. I don't know, because I used to do DoorDash, and so whenever I would do DoorDash, I would get gas every day, obviously, because I was driving a lot, and I would go to different gas stations, and I would use my car as a pump. And I guess at one of those damn pumps, at one of them gas stations, somewhere in Atlanta, somebody skipped my debit card, and I had to get a new one. Other than that, the fucking roads here are terrible. Like, when I say terrible, I mean, like, they're fucking awful. I had to replace 2 tires within like a month of being here, because the potholes are so, and it's potholes in places where, like, I feel like potholes shouldn't be. Like, in a parking lot, it's a huge ass, like, I'm just like, child, I'm telling you, oh my God. And I know everybody talks about like the traffic in Atlanta and how bad the traffic is. I have been fortunate enough to not run into that. I've been here like 8 months, by the way. I moved here June 1st. If you have not, I did definitely do a whole move-in vlog, so go ahead and click in one of the corners above my head and go watch that video. I also did an empty apartment tour. That's why I have no furniture. I'm sitting in like my computer chair for my desk over there, but like my little office area and stuff over there where I work. Of course, my kitchen. I don't have any furniture yet because I just moved in here like a little bit over a month ago. I haven't been here that long. So yeah, go ahead and definitely check out those videos if you're interested in my move and my empty apartment tour and, the different apartments that I went to go see. I definitely went to go see a few apartments. So I'll definitely link those videos here and in the description box below. I love it here. I don't exactly stay like in Atlanta. I won't say where I stay at, but I stay east of that. But I'm literally like I drive 2 minutes up the street and I'm in Atlanta. So that's where I am. But I still consider Atlanta is still the same. I think it's the same county. No, it's not the same county. No, yeah, same county. Because Atlanta got 2 different counties. I don't fucking know. Anyways, my experience living here has been awesome. I have met some really great people. I've made some really good memories. I like living here. I have not regretted moving here once. Not at all. It's how to find a job when you get to Atlanta. So this video is just going to be like a very basic like run through of everything, so I don't want it to be too long. But like I said, please head to youngandkikihair.com. The link is in the description box below. Open the description box. Click on the link where it says, Atlanta blog. If that blog article does well, I will continue to post information on specifically how to find a job, specifically how I found a place to stay, specifically it'll go into more detail. So go ahead and subscribe to that. I'm not going to spam you. I ain't going to ask you to buy shit. I just want you to read my damn blog article, okay? My experience with finding a job here. Before I got here, let me just shout out the motherfucking queen who helped me out so much. Her name is Jimmy P. I fucking love her. Bitch, if you're watching this, I want to meet you. We need to hang out. Like, we got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you big and, you know what I'm saying? You big and everything. I fucking love Jimmy P. Before I moved here, of course, I did a bunch of research and looked at a bunch of videos, and she had a lot of videos. She even has her own website. I think it's called The City, where she actually posted like jobs that were hiring and apartments that were affordable. So definitely go check her out. I fucking love her. Hey bitch, I love you. I want to sponsor one of your videos from my hair company. Can I send you some lashes, some gloss? Can I send you some stuff, please? Okay, I need to email her and get on that. That's definitely somebody I want to sponsor. I love her videos. She's very informative, but she helped me out a lot. She helped me find a job that was listed on that site. Is a job that I got. She helped me find my apartment. She helped me have the courage to move here and like not be so worried because I seen another Black queen do it. It was just amazing. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. So definitely go ahead and check out Jimmy P's channel and her website and everything like that. Every time somebody asks me like, how did you like, Jimmy P. Okay, so anyways, finding a job down here. Before I got down here, watching her video, she definitely said that moving down here, it would be really hard to find a job. And I don't think that I can really put too much input on that because I moved in June of 2020. That was in the middle of the pandemic. That was right when all the riots and looting and protesting and everything was going on. So the city was on a lockdown. So when I first got down here, originally I was supposed to be getting unemployment because I had been let go from my job. But y'all, when I tell y'all I applied in like May, I didn't hear back from them until September. Imagine if I weren't working that entire time from between May and September. I wouldn't have made no money. I would have been poor. So I did have DoorDash. So I ended up doing DoorDash a lot, which really helped me. It really helped me out a lot. It helped me make the money that I needed to make. And it also helped me get to know the city. Because originally when I first came here, I was like, I'm not going to do DoorDash because I don't know this area. I'm going to get lost. But it actually did the opposite. It actually really helped me get to know the area. I've pretty much been all over Atlanta. I've been to North Druid Hills, Decatur. I've been to a bunch of different cities. Like I have been to a bunch of different cities. Like a lot. I've been pretty much all over Atlanta. Excuse me, I have not been on the West End. I heard it was dangerous over there. I heard you like to shoot and shit. I'm not going to the West, okay? I don't go past like, cause I stay on the east of Atlanta. I don't go past like downtown. I don't go further than like downtown, midtown to go further west. Not alone, I'm not. Hell no. Okay, I'm not venturing off in no area that I don't know so I can get, no, it's just not happening. So anyways, I definitely recommend, having a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C as far as job goes because your money is your livelihood. That's how you survive, right? So if I hadn't have had DoorDash, I don't know what I would have did. I would have been really shit out of luck. So I thank God I was actually signed up for DoorDash and Postmates. But DoorDash is where I really make most of my money. When I first started doing DoorDash, I didn't make any money at all, and then I was able to make a full-time income off of that. If you want me to do a video on how I actually made money with DoorDash, like I was making a really decent income off of DoorDash. I could do a video on that, or I'll probably end up doing like a blog post or something like that. So just stay tuned for that because DoorDash really put money in my pocket. Like I know some people like, oh, you can make a full-time income off of that. You definitely can. I'm sorry, y'all. I need some more lip gloss. Period, poo. Ugh. This one and our rosette, they smell so good. They smell so good. Okay. Here one. $4.99, y'all. $4.99. Go get yours. And you get 50% off and free shipping your first order. Go get it. Go get it. Okay. Like I said, just be on the lookout for that video, that blog article on how I made a full-time income off of DoorDash. But yeah, DoorDash really put money in my pocket and it really helped me get to know the area and get to know the city. And so that was my main job for a while. And then I decided, okay, I'm ready to get like a full-time permanent job. I was tired of just, being in the car all alone, driving all day. So I applied at a bunch of different places around here. And then I got hired at Publix, which is a grocery store that I had never heard of before I moved down here. It's similar to like, I don't know what it's similar to like. It's kind of like, it's not like Kroger. I like Kroger way better. I mean, I don't work there anymore. I worked there from September 1st. I started on September 1st. And actually, no, I'm skipping something. I'm sorry. When I was doing DoorDash, after that, I actually decided that I wanted to be a bottle girl, which is like insane, I know. But I just thought that, like, all of my jobs that I had prior to that was like food service jobs. So I couldn't like have my hair done, my lashes on, my makeup, my nails on. So I was like, I want a job that allows me to do that. So I finally got a job as like, I wasn't per se a bottle girl per se. Like they didn't start me off as one, but like I was working in basically like a little club or whatever. I was basically working behind the bar. I didn't like it. I didn't put two and two together in my mind that like, I don't go to the club at all. Like I'm not a club person. Like I can tell you how many times in the last like since I've been 18 that I've been to the club. Like, I don't go to the club like that at all. And so I didn't realize you don't like going to the club, bitch. You're not gonna like working at the club. So I only lasted there like a month or so, and then I ended up quitting. But I was still doing DoorDash at the same time because that job wasn't even paying me enough. So I was working 7 days a week, y'all. I was legit working 7 days a week for like 2 months straight. I would go to the bar for like 4 or 5 nights a week, and then I would do DoorDash the other 2 or 3 nights a week. So I was working every single day, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. So I ended up quitting the bar and just doing DoorDash for a while, and then I got fired from DoorDash. I won't get into the details, but I'll just leave it at a bitch was driving real dirty, and I got caught up. So okay. So yeah, so I ended up getting fired from DoorDash. I was like, shit, I need a job. What am I do? So I ended up applying at a grocery store called Publix. Like I said, I had never worked there before. I'd never even heard of it before. But I ended up working in a deli. I had like 3 years of deli experience. So I was like, fuck it, it's a pandemic. I need it. The starting pay was really decent. It was really decent for an entry-level job like that. For a grocery store, I didn't expect for them to offer me that much. But they did. And so I ended up starting there September 1st. And I just left that company like Christmas. Around Christmas time is when I ended up quitting, I guess. But again, with Publix, I was still able to pay all my bills and make a full-time income. But then I decided that I needed to move into my own crib, which would, my bills would go up a little bit. So I needed to make more money. So I actually, I already had my insurance license from when I was living in Virginia to sell life and health insurance and annuities. So when I moved here, I basically got a job like that. So now I work from home full-time. I'm doing that. So definitely what really helped me out as far as finding a job, being on Indeed, Craigslist, and just really keeping your ear to the ground and just like networking and talking to people like, hey, do you know of any jobs that's hiring? 9 times out of 10 somebody will. And like I said, I moved here during a pandemic, so I don't know if it was more or less harder for me to find a job, being that everything was shut down and stuff like that. But you just got to go to places that you know is going to be open no matter what. The grocery store will be open no matter what. Any food place will be open no matter what. Not necessarily restaurants, stuff like that, but the bars and stuff was still open when I moved down here. So, but there's a group on Facebook. It is called Work From Home, legit work from home jobs. And that, I'm telling you, like, it was one job in there that somebody had recommended to me that I actually got, but I never started it. It was a schedule conflict, the reason why I couldn't start. But that job was like paying $19 an hour, and it was entry level, and they gave you all your equipment and everything. Like, it's jobs out here, y'all. Now, every job is not gonna be paying $19 an hour. Sometimes you just gotta make it do what it do, and if you need to hustle, accept the job that's maybe a little bit less than what you need to get so you can pay your bills so that you can be good. So yeah, I will link that group down in the description box below. They always post really good links if you're looking for a work from home job, or just go on Facebook in general and just search like Atlanta jobs. Get on Instagram. That's another way that I have found jobs. Typing in ATL jobs, ATL now hiring. You gotta search for shit, like, and you can't just be on Google. Ask people, talk to people. Search a hashtag on Instagram, ATL, whatever, and be like, oh, do you know, like, you're going to see flyers and stuff, especially if you want to get into, like, the bottle girl, like, the waitressing, like, bartender, like, club jobs. Get on Instagram. Like, they post all the time, like, we're hiring. I don't want to go work there again, but you certainly can. Yeah, so just stuff like that. So now I want to talk a little bit about nightlife, and I do mean a little bit because I don't really go out like that. And actually, for the first, I didn't go out all summer. My first time going out was like November-ish when I went out with my coworkers. Like, cause as an adult, that's the only way you making friends is through your coworkers. So we actually went out because Atlanta, it has a really good gay scene. That's another reason why I want to move here, because hello, gay as fuck. I'm actually pansexual, but I really wanted to get to know my community and meet more people inside of the community. So I decided to move here based off of that as well. I actually moved in June. It was Pride month and I was so excited, but Pride got canceled because of COVID. I was so fucking mad. So hopefully next year we have a really good Pride festival. But anyways, as far as nightlife goes, like I said, there's always something to do in this city. There is always something to do. I haven't explored half of the things to do as far as nightlife goes. There are a bunch of bars, really nice local restaurants and stuff like that. I have been into downtown, I believe, and I've been into, I feel like just downtown, but I went to a really great bar. It was really fun. I'm like, this is just like a cut. You know what I'm saying? Imagine like the main city with all the really nice bars and the nice, you know what I'm saying, strip clubs and Magic City. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine all of that shit. Like, so definitely it is always something to do. Even with COVID and the pandemic going on and everything, there's always something to do. If you're looking for something to do, again, Instagram, ATL Nightlife, ATL Clubs, ATL fun. Whatever the fuck you looking for, get on Instagram. Follow people who do live in Atlanta and who are in the nightlife and who know where all the popping spots is. Because I can't tell you, because like I said, I don't really go to the club like that. Period. But when I do go out, I always have a good time. You just got to find people who are acclimated with the area, like maybe some Atlanta natives, and they're gonna know some really good bars, because my friends, they're from Atlanta, and every time we go out, we always go to like a really nice place, like a nice little chill bar, or because they know the area. But there's always something to do here. Moving on to the cost of living. So where I'm from and we're down here in Atlanta, the cost of living is pretty much the same. So my apartment right now, I have a 1-bedroom apartment. Again, I'm in the east part, I'm east of Atlanta. So I stay somewhere close to downtown. Like, I'm really looking out my window right now, and I know if I keep going straight down this road and make a right, I'm gonna be in the downtown part of this area. So it's a pretty decent area. It's nice. I pay about $1,204.50 a month in rent and everything, and I feel like that's really expensive for a 1-bedroom. On my apartment hunt, which again, click the little eye in the corner there and go watch that video, because I definitely go on different apartment tours, and if you're interested, I can put the names of, I know I haven't put them yet, I'm sorry, but I can put the names of the apartments that I didn't, obviously sign with and that I recommend. The reason why I haven't put it in the description box, or because I don't recommend any of those apartments, they all had roaches in them. I'm not, and somebody commented and was like, yeah, well, everybody got roaches in Atlanta. Bitch, not me. I'm not finna, no ma'am, I'm good on that. I'm real good on that. But the area I live in, like I said, it's really nice. I pay about $1,200 a month in rent. Like I said, I couldn't really find any places that were less than like $1,000. Like all those apartments in the video that I showed, like my last video of me actually going to tour different apartments in Atlanta, they all had roaches, and they were all like over $1,000. So I was like, if I'm paying over $1,000, I might as well stay where I am. So I mean, that's the cost of living. Where I'm from, I know that I could have gotten, I used to have a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, like an actual like house that I was renting, and my rent was only like $800. But none of my utilities was included, so I did have to pay for water, sewage, wastewater, trash pickup, all this other stuff, electricity, Wi-Fi. Like I had to pay all my utilities in that house. So once you added it up, it did be about like between $1,200. It did end up being about $1,200 to $1,400 a month in just utilities and rent and everything. So when you add everything up, like yeah, the rent is cheaper, but with everything included, it's about the same. So that's what I discovered. I mean, if you just want more space, and I definitely suggest looking for a house. I'm pretty sure that if I would have got on Craigslist or something like that, I could have found a house for rent. Or if I would have searched a little bit harder or gone a little bit further out from the city, that I would have found a pretty decent house to rent that's less than $1,000 or whatever. But I didn't feel like doing all that. I didn't have time. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll just pay $1,200 for 1-bedroom, which to me is a lot of money. But I like the area that I'm in. I like the apartment that I have. And I think that the cost of living is really like, it's decent. Like it's not too expensive. Like don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, if you poor like me, I pretty much work about 2 jobs to like keep up with all my bills and stuff like that. Like it's not too expensive. Now, as far as like I said, finding an apartment, go watch those videos of mine. But I just, apartments.com was really, really helpful. Apartments.com. You can go in there, you can draw where you want to live at. You can draw on the map, like only stay within this area. You can put in a specific zip code. You can find apartments up there, houses up there. So apartments.com, Zillow, Craigslist, and also Facebook. This is another thing that I got from Jimmy P. Facebook. Like, get on Facebook. So how I moved down here, I moved down here and I didn't have a job or anything because, like I said, it was right in the middle of the pandemic, but I knew I still wanted to move anyway. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get my own apartment because any job or any landlord that will sign you a lease, they're only going to do it if you have an offer letter or if you already have a job down here. So I was like, you know what? I had only been to Atlanta twice before I moved down here. Once was I think I was in like Lawrenceville or whatever, visiting a friend of a friend for my birthday, and then the other time I was actually looking for a place to stay down here, but I never came to this area that I was in right now. I was actually in the South. I was in Newton, and then we went and looked at places in Dunwoody. That was the name of the place. So I never been to the area that I'm in right now. But as far as like finding an apartment, like I said, like I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to get my own apartment because I didn't have an offer letter or pay stubs or anything like that. And I was like, I don't want to use like the fake stubs or whatever, or like lie or whatever, because I'm like, bitch, I really don't have the money to afford it. So what I ended up doing was finding a roommate, and I found a girl on Facebook, and she had a room that she wanted to sublet. And so I was like, okay, like, so we ended up like FaceTiming. She showed me the space. I moved down here. I stayed with her for like 6 months, and then I moved to my own crib. I actually ended up staying out the same neighborhood that she had lived in, the same apartment complex, because I like the apartments, and I was like, it's a decent neighborhood, it's quiet, it's clean, just stuff like that. My experience was good, so I decided to just go ahead and stay out this neighborhood. But like I said, Facebook. The same way you looking for a place to stay, it's people out there who have a place to stay, and they trying to rent a room. Homeowners who just want to rent out a room. Also, you can check out Airbnb if you don't want to stay with anybody and you just want to rent a house that's empty. I would suggest Airbnb. It's just a bit more expensive because for me, I knew that I wanted to keep it for at least 6 months, and I was like, okay, like they wanted the whole 6 months up front. So if you have, I'm so sorry about this sun going in and out, and I'm sorry, but if you have it like that, I would definitely suggest Airbnb too. That's always an option because people do long-term rentals for like 3, 6 months, a year, whatever the case may be. Just get on Facebook and go and type in Atlanta sublets, Atlanta rooms for rent. I will try and link those groups, the group that I found my apartment from. I'll try and link it down in the description box below. But you can find somebody who doesn't have an apartment and y'all can go get one together, which I don't suggest just going to sign a lease with a stranger. But for me personally, I didn't want to be tied down on a lease for somewhere that I didn't know, because I didn't know this area. I didn't know if it was a good area, if it was a bad area, but I got to know it. And the point is that I wasn't stuck in a lease. Like, I mean, I signed a little, sublet lease for her, and it was only for 6 months, but I'm like, if I hate it after 6 months, I only got to stay here that long so I can leave. So I decided to just do it that way. That was easier for me. But if you do want to get your own apartment, I would suggest, again, apartments.com, Craigslist. Just be careful on Craigslist because there's scammers up there. Zillow has really good ones for rent. These are just, you just have to search it. Just go on Google and search, Atlanta apartments under $1,200 or whatever the fuck you're looking for. You will get search results, but I don't suggest you sign a lease before you actually go and move somewhere. Like, unless you, because me, I didn't know anybody here. Like, I didn't have any friends, no family, nothing. I moved down here all on my own. So I didn't have anybody to say, hey, like, is this a good area? Or can you go check this apartment complex out? Or go check the neighborhood out to see, like, if it's a good fit for me or whatever. Like, I didn't have that luxury. So when I moved down here, I didn't want to just jump into a lease for a year or whatever, and I'm stuck there and I'm dodging bullets and sleeping on the floor because they shooting. Like, I ain't got time. My car getting broken into. Like, I ain't got time for all of that. I can't walk outside at night because I'm scared. Like, I'm not finna go do no shit like that. So I was like, I just want to get down there, get acclimated with the area, get familiar with the area, get to know where I'm living at and where I want to live at. And through DoorDash, it really helped me do that and see that I live in a really good neighborhood in comparison to some of the places around here. They're building, it's a bunch of new construction houses and new construction apartments and just a lot of stuff around here. So I really like the area that I live in, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity and the luxury of taking my time to get to decide where I wanted to move. I know sometimes you don't have that luxury, that option of taking your time and moving because maybe some shit happens and you got to move immediately. That was kind of my situation. But at the end of the day, I don't mean to sound like crass or nothing, but I had my car. And so I knew if something ever happened, or if, say, the girl was a scammer when I moved down here and she didn't really have no room for rent, or some shit happened, I know for a fact I don't mind staying in my car. I'll sleep in my car until I figure it out. It is never that serious to me. If it's warm, you know what I'm saying, got myself, give me a little blanket, and you be good. So I knew that, and I know that's like kind of extreme, but as a last resort, it's 2021. You know how many people is out here doing the van life and the car life? It does save you a lot of money. It really does. You're not paying rent, utilities, nothing like that. You can live on your own. You can go as you please, like just stuff like that. But I knew that I wanted an actual apartment, but I'm not above like staying in my car for a couple of nights. Like I hope that don't sound strange to y'all, but like I knew that if all else, that's what I say. You gotta have a plan A, B, and C. So I'm like, okay, I'm renting this room from this girl. If that don't work out, I could try and find somewhere else, stay at a hotel, whatever the case may be. If that don't work out, bitch, I'm gonna stay in my car until I figure it out. Like. Period. Like I knew I have stuff to do down here, y'all. I have goals to accomplish. I'm not finna let shit get in the way of that. So if I had to stay in my car for a couple of weeks or whatever the case may be, or get a hotel or rent an Airbnb, so I found a room to rent, and so I found my apartment that I'm in right now, I don't give a fuck. Now luckily I didn't have to do that because the girl wasn't no scammer and I actually had a place to stay. But again, if you're looking for somewhere to stay, I definitely suggest you getting on Facebook. Again, I will link all of this down in the description box below for y'all, so you can, you know, just find your roommate, talk to people, get to know them, FaceTime them, make them show you the room, the space that they're renting. How much is it? Do you have to sign a lease, or are you good to just move in? Like, do you want to sign a lease? Because I definitely think that it's important. I'm sorry, I'm getting way too in depth about this, but yeah. Links down in the description box below. I will definitely do like a whole separate video on finding an apartment coming to Atlanta. I might even go tour some places if y'all have any requests. Like, hey, if you know of an area that maybe I'll do a video and y'all trying to move here and it's an apartment complex, you want me to go tour for you, I don't mind doing that either. I will go look at the area when I have some free time and do just one video of going to see different apartments that y'all requested for me to go tour. If you don't live down here and you want me to go see it for you, I don't mind driving by the neighborhood and giving you my opinion or taking the video for you. Don't go crazy with that. Don't go crazy with that, because I'm not trying to be driving around all the time. But if you move in here, you genuinely like, hey, I'm gonna move to this area, I never heard of it before, can you go take a look for me? Of course I would, and I'll do a whole video on, you know, going to look at different apartments that y'all want me to go look at. Or if y'all just want to see some luxury apartments downtown for some motivation, we could do that too. Just let me know. Talking about networking and making friends. So if you are an adult like I am, because I am very grown, you know that making friends is really hard. Unless you're one of those people who never met a stranger before, making friends is really hard. And for me, I only made friends when I started working at Publix. I didn't really make friends at the bar job because I just didn't. But when I worked at Publix, I made friends who I still talk to this day, who were friends, and I feel like we're going to be friends for a very long time. They are very, very, very genuine people. They're nice people, hardworking people, motivating people. I love them dearly. I love y'all if y'all watching my video. Y'all should be if y'all my friends supporting me, but I love y'all to death. So that's how I made my friends. You can also get on like TikTok, and I know like I see videos of people saying, oh, I'm going out in Atlanta, and people in the comments like, well, I'm in Atlanta. So I met a few people that way, just based off watching like TikToks. Search ATL. Get on there, yo. I also was a part of a group me of people. Actually, it was lesbians in Atlanta. So like with the pandemic and everything, like people aren't really like doing meetups and stuff like that, but the app Meetup, just go to meetup.com. You can join a group, even if they do like virtual meetings or stuff like that, or social distance, or like only allow like a few people to come. Like join groups like that. I definitely suggest meet me. Get on Instagram, get on Facebook. Just DM somebody, be like, hey, like I see you in Atlanta, I'm new here, like you want to be my friend? I talk to people, but me, I don't need 1,000 people around me or 1,000 friends, but I just wanted to have friends in different areas. So, you know what I'm saying? Just networking and stuff like that. Just get to know people, go to different events, go out, wear your mask, social distance, but they have plenty of events that you can go to and that you can network. If you're a business owner like myself, an entrepreneur, a content creator, actually something that I want to do, and if you're an Atlanta native and you know something like about this, I want to join a photography group because I want to expand my portfolio. I don't want to be a model, but I just want to take high quality pictures for my blog, for my Instagram, for just things like that. So I'm looking for like a group of creatives, and maybe it's like models and photographers who they don't necessarily charge, but we just all work together. So maybe the photographers are wanting to use a new camera or get some new pictures or practice and expand their own portfolio and stuff like that. So if you know of any groups like that, let me know. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna have to start my own group of photographers and models and stuff like that, so we can just all go out and take pictures. Say, hey, let's meet up. Let's go get a bunch of pictures. You got your pictures. You got your pictures. Everybody is happy. Stuff like that. If you're interested in joining one in this area, then let me know and we can, you know, get it popping. Networking is all about what do you need and what can you give and what do you need. So what can you give to other people that's valuable, and what do you want from other people that's valuable. So I want photography friends. I'm giving you a model for free that you can shoot on and you can practice on. You're giving me pictures that I can use. See the exchange there? That's the whole point of networking, is that it's a give and take exchange. It's not like well, I want somebody to take my pictures and so I'm gonna find a photographer who's gonna do it for free. Like, no, it don't work like that. So I mean, that's how you network and make friends. You just gotta get out there and whatever your interest is, just search it. Search ATL photography. Search ATL. Don't search ATL hairstylist. You can get like 1 million results on Instagram. But just search different things, and like ATL YouTubers, ATL small YouTubers. Like, you have to just search stuff like that and find your tribe and just reach out and build connections. And don't immediately jump in like, hey, be my friend, but just show them support. Comment on their videos, like their pictures, stuff like that. So just network and make it so when they see your name, it's a recognizable name, and then they can put a face with a name, and then go on and then just grow and network together and everything like that. finally, and my very last point, so we can wrap this video up, I want to talk about my goals and what I hope to accomplish from moving here to Atlanta. So like I said, I do obviously have Young and Kinky. This is my lifestyle brand, which includes my blog, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and then I have my company, my beauty brand called My Pretty Girl, and then that's a second business of mine. So I technically have 2 separate businesses that I'm working on. Before I got here to Atlanta, I wasn't in a good place mentally, financially. I was just doing really, really bad, and I was in my own hometown. So I felt like it was too much going on around me, and I really needed to like get into a place where I could just think for myself and not have to worry about who I'm dating or my family and making decisions for them or with their best interest in mind. But just I could be 100% myself. I could be 100% selfish. Like I could really just like focus on me and me alone and give a fuck about you or what you got going on or your drama or your shit. So it was the best decision I ever made for myself. If you are thinking about moving, fucking do it. Like, why not? Even if you come down here and you crash and burn, or you don't accomplish what you wanted to, or it's vastly different. It don't even gotta be Atlanta, just anywhere. Fucking go. Go, my nigga. Stop thinking about it and go. If there's something you wanna do, fucking do it. I don't think people really be like, I don't know about y'all, I'm scared to death. Like, I'm getting less scared of it the more I think about it and talk about it and, you know what I'm saying, realize that it's just a natural part of life. That scares me. I could die. I could die right then. I could die right now. I could just pass away and die. Or imagine the doctor said you only got a week to live. What I'm gonna look back on and say, yeah, I'm glad I took that risk. Or I'm gonna say, dang, I wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, I'm gonna look back and be like, damn, I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Cleveland by myself. I did that. Like, I accomplished so much. My business is growing daily. Both of them, like, they just growing faster than they ever have before. And I feel in my heart, my soul, everything, every fiber of my being, I know that I'm going to be successful. I know that both of my businesses are going to take off way more than I ever thought that it could in 2021. And I have that plan, and I know it's going to happen because the steps that I took were necessary to get here. I needed to come to Georgia to get my shit together. I needed to get out of my own head, get out of my own way, and get away from everybody else's shit and drama and bullshit, and get away from that and really get to a place where you can't come bother me because I'm too far. You can't come to visit me because I'm 9 hours away. You're not driving, you're not flying. I'm good. I'm in my space, y'all in y'all space. We're good. Like, it has been the most helpful thing in the world for me as far as accomplishing everything I did. Getting my own apartment, growing my business, growing my other business, like working out more, eating healthier, like everything. I'm telling you, I am flourishing down here. So again, if you are thinking about moving, if you want to move, fucking do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. I want to see you win. I want to see you grow. I want to see you thrive. And if there is anything, person, anyone, any job, if it's anything in your life making you unhappy in the slightest motherfucking bit, leave it alone. If that's a person, a ex, somebody you want to date, don't worry about everybody else in their shit and worry about yourself. Because at the end of the day, ain't no bunk beds in motherfucking caskets. And when whoever you tripping over or whatever you tripping off is dead and gone or not a problem anymore, you don't get to go with it. You still here. You got to deal with your own shit. So deal with your shit, okay? Deal with your stuff. Get your shit together. Write your goals down. Speak them into existence every day. I make 6 figures for my company. I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I have 10,000 subs on YouTube. I'm making money from all of my different streams of income. Like, I'm good. I can work for myself full time. Speak those things into existence. Manifest, script, journal, pray, whatever. Do what you need to do and make the move, because I don't regret not one bit coming to Georgia. It has been the best thing ever. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. I feel like I'm going to stay here until... So I plan on going full-time in my business this year, working for myself 100% full-time. I know that with the products that I offer from my company, I'm going to outgrow this space pretty quickly, and I'm going to need my own. I want to get a warehouse for myself just to store everything, and once I start hiring employees. But a big part of me, I don't want to give jobs away down here. I don't know how selfish that sounds, but I want to create jobs for my area, for my city, for my family, for my friends, for the place that I grew up. I want to create jobs there. So I don't know if I'm going to open a warehouse here or open a warehouse back home where I'm from. I'm not necessarily sure yet, but I do know that I'm going to be here for at least I would say at least 2 to 5 more years I'll be in this area. I don't know, maybe I'll buy a property down here, a condo or something, then, you know, keep a house in Virginia and go back and forth. I need a reason to go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I know that moving really helped me just really gain clarity about what I want out of life. Me as a person, I'm still growing every day. I'm only 26 years old, but I'm still growing and everything. And I'm just so thankful for every experience that I went through, good or bad, that led me here, because it's only up from here, baby. I promise you that. That was the end of the list. I know this was kind of a long video. I apologize. I hope the timestamps helped. Let me know if they did. And again, let me know if there's anything else, any other questions. Like I said, I can do a video. If enough of y'all want me to go tour a certain place or a certain apartment, I can go tour it for you and like put it up in like a video, or like, you know, suggest some apartments, or we can go look at some luxury apartments that we, you know, when you be on Zillow and you be like looking at the apartments like $1 million or like $10,000 or more. You just be looking just for motivational purposes. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something. Again, please don't hesitate to ask me whatever you want to ask me. You can DM me on Instagram. You can go comment on one of my older videos if you don't want everybody to see your question. I don't give a fuck. Ask what you need to ask, because I'm here for you. Anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, come back. We can be really great friends. Come on, let's bring it in for a hug, okay? But I'll see y'all next, I will see you all next Thursday at 4 p.m., okay? Bye.